The offensive line, just, I mean, they formed a wall around you. They hardly laid a finger on you all night long.
Yeah, what a beautiful game of football. That was awesome. But the offensive line did phenomenal. Yeah, I don't know if there was any sacks or not. I don't remember, but my goodness, what a great job, because Boise wins their games on their pass rush, from what I remember. And, the offensive line had a big task in front of them, and wow, what a great job they did.
So mindset of going back out there after you had the big lead and they come out big lead and you guys go out there that last drive.
We stay calm. Everything was already ordained. Everything happens for a reason. So, God was just using me and my teammates in that situation to go out there and, bring glory to Him somehow. And that's all I care about, is that He gets the glory out of this. Oh, I love this thing. That's great that we have it. But I'll be a lot happier, when it's a Mountain West Conference Championship trophy. That's what we play for. We play for championships here, and but I'm not gonna lie to you, it feels pretty good with this sitting right here.
You've been around this program a long time. What does it mean to beat these guys?
Man, more than you know. It means a lot, because just how good of a football program they are. What a great win for our school. What a great win for our fans, our community. Golly. It was phenomenal, and especially for my family. I remember sitting up there, 10 years old, watching number 8 Fresno State get beat on a last second sack by Boise State. I remember from that moment on, I wanted to come here and I wanted to win games and especially beat them. And it took all the way till my redshirt senior year, and we may see them again. That's the plan. But what a great team, man. You can tell their character, because they stayed and fought in the game the whole time. That's my job as a leader, I think, on this team, is just to encourage guys and get on them when I need to. But my job this week was to say, hey, guys, you guys are the best O-line in the nation. You guys can stop anybody. And they are. They prove it time and time again. Especially going into the season, the heat was on. What a great pass rush Rutgers has. And I think we had no sacks or 1 sack in that game. So it was probably my fault. So what a great job that they did.
Derek, what was your view of the final tip-away pass when you were on the sideline?
Oh, man. So many emotions just went through my head. I remember sitting there watching the sack happen at 12 years old or 11 years old. That's one thing that went through my head. The next thing is, where's my brother? I know he's around and I wanted to hug him. And I told him that one was for him. Because one of the main reasons I came here was that moment. I remember sitting up in the stands as a little kid crying because my brother lost a game. And, and it's just a game, but it meant a lot to me. And so I went straight to him and told him that one was for him.
What about Jonathan Norton, a guy that I don't think a lot of fans have heard of until he makes the biggest play of the game? What does that say about him and your team?
He's like the Robbie Rouse type. He's short, so people kind of maybe overlook him sometimes. But if you look at the first play of the game, he runs down on a kickoff and slaps the guy and starts the momentum right there. So it wasn't just the last play of the game. We know how good of a player Johnny is, because there's been times where he goes out and guards Tay and gets after him, because that's just kind of the player he is. He's a man-to-man guy. He's feisty, just like Rouse was. They got that little something about him. So to prove everybody wrong, and I can't be happier. I'm so glad that he was in that spot at that time to make that play. Yeah, no, Isaiah, golly, especially on third downs, the guy is tougher than anything. One thing with him, we know how dynamic he was, and some of the ways that we get him the ball this year, we didn't do it kind of last year as much, because we've grown a year in the system. I've learned how to get those guys the ball, or we've learned how to game plan to get those guys the ball, and he's too dynamic not to have the ball in his hands. We can throw. There was plays where we didn't even block for him, and we threw him a little bubble out there, and said, you got to make that guy miss, and he did. And if you draw that up on the board, you probably wouldn't call that play. But with a guy like Isaiah, you can go ahead and throw it out there, and he'll make the guy miss.
One last question. This was a national televised game, prime time on the East Coast. What do you think the nation learned about Fresno State today?
Oh, man. I just hope that they see a team that stays together. I hope that they see a team that loves each other. There's no doubt that every guy in that locker room loves each other, whether it's guy 1 or guy 110. Every single one of us knows how important our role is, and every single one of us trusts each other and loves each other. And you could tell you can't beat a team like Boise State in a close game without staying together. Because Because they'll take it right out of you. They'll take the soul right out of you if you let them, because they come back, take the lead, all that kind of stuff. But I just hope that they find out what kind of program we have here and how great of a job our coaching staff has done to develop that trust and love in our whole program.